Okay, students, the last class muscle tissue completed. The muscles, so muscles, how many types of muscles? So muscles, the originating muscles, which germinal layers originating the muscles, they completely explains in the last class. Now we are going to discuss about nervous tissues. So nervous tissues, the transmitters, neurotransmitters, the stimulus, the stimulations, the neurotransmitters, the nerve impulse. So nerve impulse, the coordination of in our bodies, the coordination in our bodies, the nerves and neurons. The nerves and the neurons, the coordinations, the nerve impulse, the supplies and the nerve impulse, the transmitted. The transmitted and supplies to the brain and receiving the nerve impulse. The sending and receiving. The sending the nerve impulse or receiving the nerve impulse. So automatically along with the neurons or nerve cell, along with the nerve cells or neurons, the structure of neuron. You see the structure of neuron. The neurons are nerve cells. Neurons are nerve cells. Any neurons or nerve cells, outer surface are covered by the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is called neurolemma. So neurolemma. So outer surface are covered by the muscles is called sarcolemma, as well as the neurons in the outer surface are covered by the plasma membrane is called neurolemma. Neurolemma. And neurons, the neurons inside the cytoplasm is present. Neurons in the cytoplasm is present. This type of the cytoplasm is called neuroplasm. Neuroplasm. So neurolemma and neuroplasm. Neurolemma is called outer surface are covered by the plasma membrane is called neurolemma, and cytoplasm is present. Cytoplasm is present is called neuroplasm. Neuroplasm is present. Neurolemma is present in the. So neurons are nerves. Each one neurons. The nervous tissues. The nervous tissues originate the ectodermal in origin. Nervous tissues ectodermal in origin. The muscle tissues originate are mesodermal in origin, except iris and ciliary body. But nervous tissue in the ectodermal in origin. Ectodermal, endodermal and mesodermal. Already previous class explained. So three germinal layers. Each one germinal layers they originate some type of the body parts. But ectodermal, nervous tissues and neurons and nerves and neuroglial cells and all types of the neural tissues or nervous tissues, they originate in ectodermal in origin. The brain also ectodermal in origin. So brain is one part of the nervous tissues. Brain is one part of the nervous tissues. The brain mainly information process, informations receiving and sending. So brain sending and information collecting the informations through the neurons and nerves. So nerves generally 2 or 3 types of the nerves. So sensory nerves, motor nerves and mixed nerves. The sensory, motor and mixed nerves, this is the 3 types of the nerves. The 3 types of the nerves, the nerve impulse. So nerve impulse are informations, the coordination of the body, coordination functions of the in our bodies, the controlling the bodies, mainly controlling the bodies, the nervous tissues, the nerves are neurons, the sending and receiving the nerve impulse are potential. So potential, the sending and the receiving the nerve impulse in the nervous tissues. So nervous tissues, first of all the neuron, structure of neurons. First of all the structure of neurons. So the study of neurons is called neurology. The study of neurons is called neurology. So neurology. Neurology means myology means. What is the myology? The study of muscles is called myology. The study of neurons is called neurology. Neurology means neurons, any nerves. So nerves damages. So these infections of the nerves, neurons, the damages the neurons, and consult the neurophysician. So neurophysicians means nervous. So nerves, so brains, the nerves. So this the neurons, they cannot functions, cannot work the neurons, the stimulations, the movements. So this is the consult the neurophysicians. So hence the study of neurons is called neurology. So the first of all, now let's see. So structure of neuron. The structure of neurons, mainly this is the structure of neuron. The neuron structure of neurons, three parts. First one is the cell body. First one goes to cell body. The second one goes to dendrites. Dendrites. Third one goes to axon. So axon. So neurons. So clearly observed. Now we see. So three parts. The neuron structure of neurons. How many parts? Three parts. First one goes to cell body. Second one goes to dendrites. Third one goes to axon. So axon. First part is cell body. This part, the totally this part is the cell body. The cell body containing the cell body. The cell body containing the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm name is the neuroplasm. The neuroplasm is present. The cell body is containing the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm name is the neuroplasm. Neuroplasm containing the granules type of the particles. Granules type of the particles, clearly observed. Granules type of the red color. So this is the red color particles, granules type. Red color particles, granules type of the particles. This type of the particles is called Nissal's granules. Nissal's granules and lipofuscin acids. Endoplasmic reticulum, this is the option, but only Nissal's granules, lipofuscin acids, this type of the is present. And endoplasmic mitochondria, lysosomes, and this type of the cell organelles is absent, but only present in the granules type of the particles, and lipofuscin acids is present in the cytoplasm. And only one nucleus is present, central part. Cell body is the central part of the only one nucleus is present in the single nucleus. Single nucleus present is called uninucleate. Uninucleate. The cell body other names. Cell body's other name soma. Soma and perikaryon. Perikaryon. Cell bodies, another name is the soma and perikaryon and cyton. Not cyton, cyton. Other names. Cell bodies are soma, perikaryon and cyton. Other names. So soma is the first part of the neurons. The soma containing the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm containing the Nissal's granules, lipofuscin acids, endoplasmic reticulums is present, and remaining other cell organelles, some type of the cell organelles is absent. But only one single nucleus is present in the uninucleus nucleate is present in the cell body or soma or perikaryon and cyton. So now let's see dendrite. Second one goes to dendrite. Dendrites the short finger-like and branches. Short finger-like. The short and finger-like, the branched. So short and branched, finger-like and branched. The plant-like structures. The plant-like structures, the finger-like and plant-like structures and branched. So 2 or 3 branches. The branches, the short parts is called dendrites. The dendrites arising from Dendrites arising from cell body or soma. Dendrites arising from cell body or soma. So dendrites is the receiving or sending, receiving the nerve impulse, receiving the nerve impulse. So dendrites receiving the nerve impulse, another one neurons. So this is the part, this part in the and axon terminals behind the same parts, dendrites, another one neurons, dendrites, another one neurons, dendrites. So this is the one type of the dendrites. So dendrites so this is the nerve impulse receiving the dendrites, so sending the another one neurons. So nerve impulse receiving the neurotransmitter. So neurotransmitters, so receiving the dendrites, mainly help of the dendrites receiving the nerve impulse, they sending the cell body or soma, so mainly help of the dendrites. So dendrites is the short and branched finger like projections or plant like projections. The plant like projections and the dendrites arising from cell body or soma, this type of the parts, which parts the help of the dendrites receiving the nerve impulse from another one neurons. So they sending or transmitted to cell body or soma. So next now it's the third one. So axon, third one part is the axon. So let us see axon. So clearly observed, see the only one axon, dendrites, one or more dendrites, 1, 2, 3, 4 or above. So one or more dendrites is present, but cell body is only one single cell body. And third one goes to axon. So axon is the only single axon, tubular, elongation and cylindrical, tubular. So single axon is present. So axon is the originate. So axon originate from the posterior part of the cell body. Axon, so originating from posterior part of this cell body, this part is called axon hillock. So axon hillock, this part. So axon hillock, this part. So cell body, the cell body is the posterior part of the cell body, they arising from the axon arising from cell body or soma. This is the anterior part, this is the posterior part. The posterior part so this is the axon hillock part. Only axons so runs down towards or backwards along with the neurons up to 1 meter length. So 1 meter's length, the finally axons divides or branches the terminal axon. 2 branches divide is called terminal axon. So terminal axons, the terminals at the end of the axon part or posterior part of the axon. Axon part in the elongation or cylindrical part. Elongation, cylindrical and tube-like structures. So axon's outer surface are covered by the membrane, plasma membrane sheath is present. This sheath is called myelin sheath. So myelin sheath is present. So axon's outer surface are surrounded by the one membrane is present. This membrane is called myelin sheath. So myelin sheath outer surface surrounded by the neurolemma. This membrane is called neurolemma. So neurolemma. So in between the neurolemma and myelin sheath, so the Schwann cells is present. So hence the name is called Schwann cells, first of all recognized by the Schwann scientist. The Schwann cells, the first of all recognized by the Schwann scientist, hence the name is called Schwann cells. The Schwann cells in between the myelin sheath and neurolemma. Myelin sheath and neurolemma, so Schwann cells is present in the Schwann cell. The Schwann scientist, so animal scientist. So Schwann scientist, the animal scientist, because animal cell, the Schwann cells, the first of all recognized by the Schwann cells. And the myelin sheaths in the present or absent in the axons. Axons surrounded by the myelin sheath absent or present, may or may not be present. May be present in the myelinated neurons, absent without myelinated neurons is called non-myelinated neurons. Myelinated neurons and non-myelinated neurons depending upon the myelin sheath. Depending upon the myelin sheaths. The clearly observed this type of the neurons, myelinated neuron or non-myelinated neurons. So this type of the neurons, the myelinated neurons. Why? Because myelin sheath is present. So this type of the neurons, the myelinated neurons. So myelin sheaths, the myelin sheaths in some parts, some parts in the naked parts. The myelin sheaths in some parts in the, so naked parts. Naked parts means myelin sheaths in the absent. Some of the places myelin sheath is absent, cannot present in the myelin sheaths. This type of the naked places is called node of Ranviers. Node of Ranvier. So node of Ranviers, what is the use of node of Ranvier? One Ranvier node to the another one Ranvier nodes in the nerve impulse jumping. Nerve impulse jump. One Ranvier nodes to the another one Ranvier nodes in the speed of conduction, speed of nerve impulse. The speed of nerve impulse in the one Ranvier nodes to the another one Ranvier nodes in the, see the, so node of Ranviers. So node of Ranviers, the axons. The finally the axons, axon terminal. So axon terminals, so axon synaptic knobs formation. The synaptic knobs in the, so neurotransmitters. The neurotransmitters in the synaptic knob are end bulb. The synaptic knob are end bulb. So this is the neurotransmitter releases. The neurotransmitter releases nerve impulse, the passes the another one neurons dendrites. Another one neurons dendrites, the nerve impulse passes the another one neurons the dendrites. So this is the third part is the axon. Axon is the only one axon part. Once again listen here. So only one axon is present. Only one axons, tube-like structures, cylindrical, long tube-like structures. This type of the axon is the originating from cell body or soma. Where is the part of the originating place? This place is called axon hillock. So axon's outer surface surrounded by the one layer is present is called myelin sheath. The myelin sheath outer surface is called by the one layer plasma membrane is present. This membrane is called neurolemma. So neurolemma, so this neurolemma in between this the neuroplasm is present. So this is the axon. The axons, so neurolemma and myelin sheaths, the Schwann cells is present. Neurolemma and myelin sheaths in between the Schwann cell is present. So Schwann scientist first of all recognized by the Schwann scientist, hence the name is called Schwann cells. And myelin sheaths. Then I would say myelin sheaths, some places they cannot present. This places is called node of Ranviers. So node of Ranviers, one Ranviers to the another one Ranviers. So jumping the nerve impulse, the speed of nerve impulse, one neurons to the another one neurons. The axons, so axons length of the neurons up to 1 meter's length and brain to the foot. So 1 meter's length in the finally. So axons divides to axon terminals. Two axon terminals, each one axon terminals synaptic knobs, end bulbs. So in this regarding the structure of neurons, the structure of neurons, three parts consisting of the three parts: cell body, second one dendrites, third one axons, and the next the types of neurons, the next session continuation.